3. And we are live. Welcome, everyone. Today we're going to talk about drugs. And we have a lot of special guests today. Of course, there is Carlos, who recently reached 1,000 subs. So congratulations on that, mate. Well earned.
Yeah, congrats, Carlos. I'm really happy for you.
Casual Callie. We've got Jason. We've got Magnus. We've got Real Raven back again. And he's feedbacking on us. Real Raven.
I'm not.
Creating an echo. You're not? Oh, where's then? Yeah, you were. And we've got Rin with us. And we've got Saintclair with us. And we've got Tanuki with us. And all the links will be downstairs. And we will have Smurkus with us. And he's going to be the ringleader today. So I'm going to give the floor to Smurkus. Go ahead,
Yay!
mate.
I get to talk. Woo! Anyway, so yeah, I thought we might have a discussion about drugs, basically. And I looked up some articles for drugs for medical reasons. And I guess I'll start screen sharing.
Can we at least talk about Viagra so we've got some hard drugs on the list?
Hadn't considered
I get it.
Anyway, so this is about medical marijuana on a dude with Parkinson's. And I don't think we can play the sound, but you can pretty much see the effect it has on the dude here. It's like a little drop of cannabis oil, and yeah, he totally mellows out.
Does he have seizures? Oh,
Nah.
Parkinson, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Parkinson. Yeah.
I don't know if you can see what I'm presenting here.
Yeah.
So then it goes like, and then a couple minutes later, he's like totally relaxed.
Chill.
He doesn't have the whole weird and kind of things again anymore.
That is a seizure. Yes.
Like my daddy.
Parkinson seizure.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, dyskinesia, loss of voice and tremors are all calmed within minutes. Here you see the differences. So now tell me this has no medical fucking purposes. You know?
Well, that's what my dad smokes it, yo.
Yeah. Oh, where's the
Because
other?
he also gets the seizures.
Well, that's why my aunt that had Parkinson's, we just put her in charge of the Jiffy Pop popcorn.
I knew you were going to say something like that.
Let me guess, it requires a lot of shaking.
Usually does.
Because I don't know that reference exactly, but I can imagine it.
Jiffy Pop's fantastic.
Here's a little kid that has a rare and catastrophic form of childhood epilepsy. And he has like 22 anti-seizure pills. And then later he gave them, I think it's the same kind of oil actually. Then he tried that. And for the first time since Jaden was 4 months old, the boy went through an entire day without a seizure. So it's just like,
boy.
What? The difference a little bit of weed can make, you know. Yeah, and I'm not all gung-ho saying like, oh, we should all use weed now because all this shit, but...
And does he talk in the clip after he took the weed as well?
The Parkinson's guy? Yeah, he sounds fairly normal after... before it's kind of difficult for him to speak, and afterwards he's just like, hey, you guys hungry? Yeah, let's get some food.
Cool. So he's not like bunged out or anything?
No.
Cool.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just weird that a lot of drugs are still Schedule 1 after a lot of research has come out on it.
I would say that if you're paranoid, though, don't do drugs.
Yeah, there are some pre-existing conditions.
That's why you take drugs. You can be paranoid.
I had a friend every time he smoked pot, he thought someone was following him with a camera. I'm like, maybe
Well,
we should
to be
slow
fair,
down.
though,
Real Raven, Schedule 1 basically means it is the most illegal that a substance can be. It carries the highest penalty for usage.
Like,
Well, to be
like
fair,
heroin or crack cocaine or things like that.
Meth, cocaine, heroin,
Cocaine!
I know that it's
Crocodile.
that America uses are Schedule 1, 2, so on. I don't know which other countries use it.
Which is weird, to be honest. I mean, if we look at it, sugar or cinnamon both have a massive effect on the human body as well. Cinnamon is actually a hallucinogenic. Fucking hell.
Cinnamon?
Yeah.
Well, now,
Technically speaking, sugar is a drug, and you absolutely need to live.
well, now to be fair, I was trying to say this a while ago, but apparently, to be fair though, when I was smoking pot, Taco Bell made a fucking fortune off of me.
Taco Bell just censored
Never go grocery shopping when you're high. You'll come back with nothing but cookies.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like $50 worth of cookies, and then half of them are gone by the next morning, and you're 10 pounds heavier.
Okay, I've never been. I've never actually smoked marijuana. How many of you have?
I have.
I have, but
I
my
actually
drug
used to be
choice is
quite the
alcohol.
pothead.
I have as well.
Could you describe it to me? Because I think the argument over the legalization of marijuana is
Okay,
before it
imagine
begins, basically.
Imagine you're laying on the couch, and the sun's shining on you. Okay, it's nice and warm. Birds chirping, man, and you hear a creak off in the distance. It feels real nice being out there, chilling. Nothing bothering you. Your anxiety's at a low. Your happiness is at a high.
And you get terrible munchies.
and you need cookies.
I call bullshit on that. When I had.
So basically, you turn into a little boy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my personal experience differed. I mean, sometimes it was like this, sometimes it was like that. But I think the best way to describe it for me, can you remember being really, really drunk without being really, really drunk?
No.
That's the one description. Shall I describe?
I mean,
if you take the right kind of hit, I think one thing it does, it makes stuff more intensive. So you watch some movie and the colors are really great or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's just intensifies stuff.
Also depends on the strength of said weed.
Yeah. Food
Well,
taste.
and you also
Time is dilated. That's a really interesting one. I remember going, on the road, and you go through some curve that's kind of a little longish, and you go through the curve, and you say, "Man, that curve, it takes ages." Like, and you come out of the curve. Wow, that was a curve, man.
Fun story.
Hold up.
You
Though.
go
You have to bring up the fact though that there's several different types of buzzes you can get with marijuana.
Yeah.
Depending on what type you smoke, you can either get a head buzz or a body buzz, or like
or a fall
different
down.
locations.
You get so buzzed, you just fall down and you lay there for a while, wondering where
like
you
that.
are.
There's also a huge difference if you smoke it or if you eat it. There's people that have ate it and came damn near close to psychedelic experiences.
Yeah.
one
thing that I thought, if you get the right type of shit that has like the cannabinoids in it, then it's really nice having a talk and having a laugh. You know, you'd be laughing, giggling about shit. You know, and
you come up with the greatest ideas.
And it's brilliant for when you work on music. You know, you can work on the same track like for 4 hours. Full concentration. You know, might be shit on the next day though. You know.
I remember many years ago, I took a drive through Hobbit country, we call it, because it looks like a Lord of the Rings Shire, yo. And totally forgot where we were or where we were going, but we still got there automatically.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
When I first smoked,
it's like you get a second mind when you just chill in that mind.
Well, now Raven was talking about doing music while you're high. That's why the Beatles stayed high as giraffe pussy for the duration of their fucking career.
That's why they lived in a yellow submarine.
Yep.
Look at Ozzy. My daddy smoked pot with Willie Nelson.
My first time smoking pot, I equated it to
Everybody
being in an
smoked pot.
ocean and just the waves crashing over me, just back and forth, just waiting in the ocean like night deep, just back and forth constantly, or like rocking at a boat.
My most famous drug
You mean a yellow submarine?
Like, if everyone smoked pot, there would be no war. Because everyone would be lazy and chill.
That's not true. That's not true.
Exactly.
Not the paranoid.
People would fight to get to the refrigerator.
One at a time, folks.
What was that about a refrigerator?
You know what? Casual. Okay. Maybe you're right about that, but if everybody smoked pot, there would also be no production.
Yeah, everyone would be lazy.
No, that's not true. Not everyone gets hit by pot in the same way. Not everyone.
Pot is
What
a
I'm
very
trying to
nuanced
tell.
thing.
Can I interrupt?
I think there are some shoe factories in Jamaica.
Yeah, when I first had a joint, it was a shared joint between all my class, my friends. We were at the university bar. We were eating. We ate. Then we had a joint between of us. It passed 6 times around, so you can imagine the size of it.
God.
Yeah, my mates my friends were either laughing their heads off, slumping into the table. I was looking at them and I was saying, "Where the fuck is I'm getting the hit like that?"
That's because your body gets used to it. If you smoke for the first time, you feel nothing. It's actually required.
I felt nothing the first time.
The alcohol didn't affect me that way. I'm sorry, no. I did get hungry though.
But then again, my first time I smoked like 6 joints in a row, so.
Well, here's one thing I didn't really understand, because everybody's like, "Oh, you get hungry." For me, I didn't get hungry. I just wanted to eat, and that was the strangest feeling for me.
Well, there was a point in the 11 years that I smoked pot that I actually used pot to subdue my hunger.
Yeah, you don't smoke. You don't get hungry from pot, but you do get eating.
And it was kind of like
you're not hungry; you just want to eat.
There are different ways that can affect you. It seems like could be really good or really terrible, depending on who you are as a person.
My friend thought she was in
between
jail.
as well, though.
I think the first time I take it, I would like to be in the company of somebody I really trust.
You should. But that goes for
usually the first time for any drugs you try.
I think it was a lot better 20 years ago. I must say, the shit you get nowadays, it's all it's kind of high yield. It's all optimized for THC, which is just one of the substances. And the problem is the THC will unlock certain things in your brain, but the cannabinoids, and that's another thing, will lock certain bad things again, like the paranoia. The cannabinoids can actually deal with that. Now, if you have a type of grass that's just optimized for THC, and that's what you get with these hybrid plants. Then, and you don't have the cannabinoids, you get a lot of bad effects with it, unfortunately. And the other thing I don't like about the more modern kinds of weeds is that they're basically. You just smoke a little bit too much, and then you just kind of have to lie down, and you're just kind of knocked out.
It pretty much puts you to sleep.
I think that's pointless. I might as well drink.
Yeah, my brother literally smokes pot only at night to help him get to sleep.
Yeah.
And but I was gonna say that my husband, when he smokes it, he's got to work. He's got to go. He's got to go. He's got to get shit done. He's got to finish the yard. He's got to dig up the garden. He's got to go fix other people's shit. He's got to go. He's got to go to work. And I'm just like, I'm gonna chill here and watch YouTube.
Cool.
Can we let Rin say something, guys? Come on.
Okay.
Rin, do you want to say something?
Rin, please.
I have nothing to say because I never smoked pot before. Like me and Saintclair are on the same boat, so I'm never having smoked pot.
You want to smoke some?
There are other ways to consume THC. Like I usually take these capsules. They're clear. They have coconut oil. It's basically infused with THC, and with 10 milligrams of it's 100% concentrated. With 10 milligrams THC in there, it really does it for me without having to smoke at all.
Where'd you get those?
Well, right now I'm in South Carolina, but when I was in Washington State, you should go into the weed store and they sell it for $30 for 100 milligrams.
Yeah,
They sell
quite
dabs?
expensive.
Yeah, they sell just about everything.
But it's great to use cannabis oil, for example, if you want to make space cake.
Yeah, oil is nice.
Yeah.
The fuck is space cake?
You never had space cake?
No.
Space cookies.
Space cake is basically where you bake a cake laced with THC oil.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I had hash gummies. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, the more you eat, the better it gets.
Yeah, I was gonna say hash brownies, the never-ending cycle.
Yes.
I mean, the only problem with edibles is that they just say the only problem, because it's not really a problem for me, is that it takes up to 2 hours for it to start working.
Oh yeah, been on the fucking receiving end of that.
Have you noticed that when you're like when you're smoking when you're smoking regularly, that next day also colors are more intensive and that everything's more 3D?
Nope.
Yeah, a little. I mean,
Yeah.
you ever smoke pot and then go to sleep?
Yeah.
I do that
Crazy
almost constantly.
dreams.
Well, I
Great
mean, for me, it stops the nightmares for me. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know, this is something I'm going to tell you then. And I said the same to my best mate, and he is a head nurse, for fuck's sake, so he should have known this. If you need drugs to sleep well, you have an issue. It's not a problem that
combat stress, post-traumatic stress disorder, stuff like that. So
then I did a stream on PTSD not too long ago, 2 days ago on my own channel.
Yeah, it was Monday.
If you have PTSD, please, mate, look for assistance.
Don't do drugs.
Yes.
No,
yes.
I don't mind doing
Well,
drugs.
I actually have an article on that.
Prescribe drugs.
Listen, there are dangers to everything you do and do not. So I'm not going to say you're not allowed to do this or that, but do find someone to give you professional help. Because PTSD is, I mean, you're not going to kill anyone. You're not going to be turning into a criminal bullshit like that. But it can fuck up your life.
Modwain, question: when you have depression, pro smoking or against smoking?
Well, I can answer
smoking what? Smoking THC or
weed?
It actually helped me with mine.
It
to be
depends.
honest,
Some people it helps, some people it doesn't.
For me, it stayed pretty much the same, and eventually it made it worse.
Yeah, see, it's hard to generalize people when everyone's so different.
Yeah, that's true. So this is the one thing.
THC helps pretty much everything.
When I'm talking,
he said that it's actually makes your depression stronger. I don't know whether it's true, but
it's not true. It can though. I mean, it doesn't
many people
always.
have many different reactions.
Can it
just
be
like any
true if it
medication.
made mine better?
It can be, because I heard Cox say it as well on another stream that it helps. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems to be different for different people.
Hello.
Hey, okay.
Hey. It's been a while.
No, but when it comes to drugs, though, I'm going to try and respond to this as good as I can from my limited medical knowledge. If you're depressed and you smoke weed, it can alleviate stress. So in that way, it can help combat depression. At the same time, it doesn't have to. So there's also.
It can also make you go further down the rabbit hole.
Yes.
True. Like
so this is the main thing, but this is true for all drugs you use. Realize what you're using, have respect for what you're using, and know yourself. So if you feel like, okay, this isn't doing what I wanted to do to me, step back.
Dude, I got damn near suicidal and had to seek help and quit.
But this is true for drugs. This is also true for medication. If you go to a psych and he gives you something and you don't feel it helps you, go back.
Lustral was crazy. Like I'm off the smoke for 8 years or so. You know, occasionally I wouldn't reject it, but generally it doesn't help. You know, When I had my depression, I was on Lustral for a couple of years, and I got off it, thankfully. But there was another interesting drug. It helped. Initially didn't help, then it helped, and then you get on a level. And then when you forget taking it a day, then you really feel edgy. You feel kind of electric shocks and stuff like that, you know. So I managed to get off that as well. And then one of the best drugs I've ever taken, and only occasionally against stress when needed, is Xanax. It's amazing. I'd say that could make you really, it could make you really, really addicted. Easily, because it's such an easy drug.
You sound like you're addicted to Xanax.
Xanax and alcohol, crazy. You get really aggressive. It's a crazy
but I haven't smoked in like a month because it's gotten, our financial situation has gotten to the point where I got to go back to work. So I got to find a job first. And then depending on how their random pee tests
and then get
go,
stressed out and take Xanax there.
will depend on whether or not I smoke again.
Oh, you can always grow your own.
Not here in Wisconsin.
You can't?
No.
Oh.
It's illegal
Jesus,
here. It's a misdemeanor. If
That's
you are
the Dutchman
caught with,
speaking.
Well, yeah.
if you're caught with like a a gram or something, I don't remember how much, but like it depends. Like if it's just like a little bit, like a personal amount of weed, you get like a misdemeanor or a fine. But if it's like, if it looks like you're selling it, then they like break you big.
Okay.
But a lot of the times they don't care. Like the cops really don't care if you smoke pot. It's if you're making a menace of yourself while you're doing it.
That's the whole basic of the tolerance system of the Netherlands. And everyone thinks that in the Netherlands weed is legal, but it's still illegal.
Yeah.
The cops just don't care. But
because they smoke themselves.
If you're smoking.
Sometimes you'll get that asshole cop who does.
No, you don't. In the Netherlands, you don't, because no one takes it serious. No, you know when you get that asshole cop? When you're behaving like a bitch, and he wants to take you down on it. He's not going to take you down on being nasty to him. He's not going to take you down because you were talking to him. No, he's going to take you down because you have drugs on you.
Yeah, or you're underage.
People sit out on the front porch around here and smoke it. Cop drives by, on his daily route. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Portugal.
I've even heard stories in Portland, Oregon, where I used to live, where cops would come up and a bunch of minors and fucking people drinking, smoking weed, doing all sorts of shit. And everybody got freaked out and tried to flee. They all got arrested. The people that stayed calm in the house and were like, oh, yeah, we're just having a party. We're drinking a little. We're smoking a bit of weed, What's the problem? Well, we got some noise complaints and we want you to turn it down.
Okay, sorry.
So those guys were all fine, but everybody that tried to run all got arrested.
In Portugal, about 15 years ago, we decriminalized drug consumption.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not to say that we legalized drugs. We just decriminalized people getting arrested if they were taking drugs.
Does that include like the hard stuff?
Everything, all drugs. Everything.
Oh, Portugal is enlightened.
Well, what we did, instead of putting them in jail, drug offences for consumption became a health issue. So it's no longer the criminal code that handles it. It's the medical practitioners. So psychologists, psychiatrists, social workers, etc. They go to the consumers, the drug addicts, etc., the homeless people. They give them free needles. They exchange the needles. They even give them swabs, alcohol, etc. They offer them advice. They say, do you want to be treated? Do you want to come off the drugs? They help them. So it's a medical issue now. But if you are caught with more than an X amount of any of the drugs, you go to jail, because then it becomes a what's it called when you distribution. That's it. Or you know what I mean. You're selling drugs. You're distributing that sort of thing.
This is weird. Even in Portugal, why? What does it mean? I mean, it's legal to use it, but it's illegal to supply it. I don't understand it. Where do they think that it comes from? Is it just like materializing itself? Is it are the drugs like just kind of come out of thin air? They must come from somewhere.
Yeah, they do, but they don't punish the user. They punish the trafficker.
Yeah, but the logic, I don't understand the logic. The logic is, it's not illegal to use it. It's just illegal to make it available. That's like bullshit. If there was something, hold on, let me just finish. If there was an argument like, let's say, well, you owe us tax for it. Okay, that's I can understand. Pay tax for it or something. That's the illegal part. But why is it illegal to supply it? Either it's bad or it's not bad.
No, it is bad. That's why it's a healthy. It is bad. That's what we thought of this. It's a bad thing to do. You don't get addicted, but we're not going to punish the users because they are victims.
Well, I did always wonder what made pot worse, that it had to be so illegal.
Well, and here's the question: Am I the only one here that goes to the? Am I the only one here that goes to the pharmacist and calls them a drug dealer to their face?
Well, they are drug dealers.
They are, exactly. Yeah.
I don't go to the pharmacist. I'm not dying.
It's I don't know the answer why is pot illegal and tobacco is not. They are both super addictive. No, tobacco is even more addictive than pot.
Alcohol usually impairs more people than pot can.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I don't know why. I won't provide an answer because I don't know.
I'm not sure for me, but I remember the prohibition age back then was it 30s to 50s. I remember. I don't know. I think maybe the reason is because I think it's the mindset. If there's something that I can't get now, I want to get it. I think that was the reason why maybe.
It's the whole forbidden fruit mentality, Octane. Wouldn't you think?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's hard. It's overall confusing, man.
Yo, Tanuki, you wanted to get a word in?
Tanuki.
I just realized I was muted.
Well, no, but I think the biggest problem with a lot of drugs and even alcohol is the forbidden fruit aspects are what make people drawn to it so ardently. Is if there's any kind of stigma to it, then people want to do it more. But if you took that stigma off of it, it wouldn't quite be as, I guess, attractive.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Cigarettes are kind of skanky.
Yeah, well,
I'm not saying I don't
think
smoke
another big
cigarettes,
problem is that anytime it comes up, it's just it's always used as not always, but sometimes it's used as a crutch. Like I remember when I really started drinking hard for a time period, I just hated my job. I hated work. I hated a lot of people I had to deal with at work. And drinking I'm not sure about doing a lot of drugs, but as far as drinking goes, I use that to help get through the rest of the day. And I was like doing 10-hour shifts, 6 days a week, just fucking kicking my ass, getting pissed off at people, and it just mellowed me out. And then after I got to a different job, I didn't stop even though I was doing okay. So sometimes it's just used as a massive crutch, and that can also be a massive problem.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if you want to use drugs, by all means do. I'm not the one to tell you can or you cannot, because shit, fuck it, who am I? But you have to be careful. When you need it, if you can't really function without it, that means there is an issue.
No, absolutely.
And that's the moment that you have to really be careful.
But this is what bothers me about anti-smoking, anti-alcohol, all that, is that it makes people want to just go, well, fuck you, it didn't kill me, and they just go after it. And if nobody I think that instead of it being anti, you go, hey, this could possibly screw you up, be careful. If that was more of the aspect that more of those ads took, I think that would be less of a problem.
I'll tell you what's
that's
addicting.
Kind of how it was in our friend group, actually. Some people tried other drugs, and we were all just like, well, let's first research it a little bit, and then you see what it does to people, and it's like, Just be careful when you do it.
But
I'll tell you what's addicting. This motherfucking thing.
Oh, God.
Bacon is addictive.
The best thing ever was the fucking slingshot channel.
Oh.
Made the fucking fidget spinner gun. Oh my god. Let's see if it can kill this whiskey bottle. It can!
I saw one video about.
I'm having my drink.
Oh.
I don't understand what's so interesting about the spinner, though.
I can't stop spinning it.
I'm going to be happy to be the only human on this planet that doesn't own one of those fucking things.
Me neither. I'm with you as well.
That's because you guys aren't autistic. I am.
Yes, I am.
I am autistic.
No, I just have a butterfly knife. It's much more entertaining.
I saw that video too.
I have alcohol too.
I used to have a Zippo. It did the same thing for me. Just click, 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 click.
Dude, if I
lazy green Spyro.
Have any of you seen
if I had one of those dog training clickers, I would be clicking it all day long.
Have any guys seen the slingshot guy, the one that was sort of picked on by the fucking New York Times and that? He made a fidget spinner.
Hey, Smurkus.
With bloody blades.
Yeah. It's the same guy who made the fidget spinner gun.
Yeah, exactly. That the one. Yeah.
Smurkus.
Scary as shit.
Guys, let each other. Come on, Magnus, you first now.
Yes, man. Yep.
No.
You're
not you. Not you.
Magnus, what did you want to say?
Showing Smurkus my Zippo.
Oh, yeah. Nice,
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Mine's freaking broke because I probably clicked it too much. Anyway, shall we go on to the next article I have here?
Yes, let's go on to the next article.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Lead on.
It's about a way lesser known drug called Iboga, or Ibogaine.
Not Ebola.
And it's been, well, it's not recommended from anyone that you do it, but
I just wanted to add just one more thing before we go on. Fidget spinner tricks. I've been practicing. Okay, continue.
well, but
Tricks.
There's
That's a
some,
word for lies.
there's a lot of people that hear about it and go to Africa or in Mexico, I guess. But yeah, there's people that are very heavily addicted and they tried everything. They can't get off of it. So they go and try this fucking super psychedelic. And yeah, apparently this girl describes it as after receiving one dose of Ibogaine, she experienced a psychedelic state for about 30 hours. During that time, she gained insight into why she started using and reached a point of clarity she never had before. Blah, blah, blah. She pretty much stayed off of heroin after that. But there are a lot of risks with Ibogaine, at least at this moment in time. And there's some yeah, hallucinations. Well, that's a given if you take a powerful psychedelic. Actually, I don't really know what that is. Loss of control of body movements, but I don't know. Apparently, you can get tremors and heart impairment. So yeah, it also says here on the bottom, like many sing its praises, but the medical community hasn't given Ibogaine approval because further research is necessary. But I hear this about like mescaline too, and about ayahuasca, which is usually used in South America. People go there to get their addictions treated. And it's fairly interesting when you read stories like that.
They don't use curare, though, do they?
No, the three that I know of and seen articles about is mescaline, or the peyote cactus, the ibogaine, and ayahuasca or DMT, which is.
Wait, peyote, isn't that? Don't they make that mezcal? Mezcal and then tequila, because mezcal get tequila after mezcal.
Yeah.
Wow.
That really comes from two cactuses.
Yeah.
San Pedro and the peyote cactus, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. Mezcal is fucking awesome. I ate the worm at the end, so I know what I'm talking about.
Oh God.
Oh, you drank as well.
I'm not saying I did, and I'm not saying I didn't, but
I had
everything about that night was fuzzy.
Well, I don't know. I remember it all. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I've always been interested in the hallucinating drugs. Yeah.
Just fun shit.
It was the only time I didn't hallucinate per se. I felt weird. Not completely detached, but I was tittering and being detached in that. It was funny.
Hold up. Am I the only one entertaining myself thinking about the Tanuki sitting there like, yeah, everything was fuzzy about that night, especially the girl I was finger banging. Woke up in the morning, turned out I had my finger in a chupacabra's ear.
I just call her the X.
But yes, that was awesome, Magnus. I love you, man. No homo though. Let's get that. Sorry. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'll add that caveat as well. But anyway, yeah, I got I didn't get completely detached, which I can now sort of do without alcohol. In fact, especially when I'm sort of going to sleep. It's fucking weird sometimes. So yeah.
Dude, I quit drinking cold turkey and I don't miss it.
Yeah.
No, it's not called cold turkey. It's called wild turkey. Get it right.
Yeah.
I don't care. It is a fucking fowl that I would eat.
Wild turkey is Tennessee or Kentucky?
I think it's Kentucky
turkeys.
bourbon, but I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it's Kentucky.
Kentucky's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's where I live.
Because I think Jack Daniels is Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, it is.
I just didn't like the feeling of getting. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old for it now. I mean, I am only 27.
Oh God!
I remember being an amateur.
Yeah.
I used to drink like an Irishman. I've been drinking since I was like 14. But last year I quit drinking because I didn't like getting drunk. I was like, I'd rather get high. I'd rather smoke pot and go to the bar and hang out than get drunk and forget where I am.
Hold up. I had my first beer when I was 3. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
You beat me by 4 years, Magnus. You beat me by 4 years, man.
5.
Okay. Well, I guess technically I did drink my first beer when I was like 5, but I spit it out because that shit is gross.
My dad gave me my first
beer is fucking delicious.
For some reason, no. I remember one time my uncle gave me a sip of his beer, and he told me that I said that it was delicious, but I didn't. I don't know why.
I was 7 when my dad said, "Here, have a beer."
Have a beer.
Have a beer.
My husband, he's from Mexico, and they just drink.
And I said,
tits, man.
They have fucking awesome beer, Mexico. Honestly.
All they do is drink Corona, and it's the same shit they drink here.
But no,
I can't drink that Mexican piss water.
No.
Hold up.
San Miguel.
Hold up. Corona that they ship to America, that's like 5 Mexicans sitting at the border, pissing in bottles and laughing it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Heineken. They're commercialized shit beers. I'm talking about the least selling beers like San Miguel, the Mexican San Miguel, and I can't remember the other ones. They are actually quality beers.
Okay, because of that, I'll try it. I'll give it a shot.
Don't get the commercial shit. That is like a Bud Light.
Yeah. While we're on the subject of beer, I do have a funny story. I actually took a tour of the main Budweiser plant in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh God.
I felt so bad. We took a tour of like everything, including the Clydesdale paddock. And we're in there, and this poor guy's sitting in a wheelchair, gets this look on his face like, oh my God. Because apparently one of the Clydesdales decided to say hello by unreeling itself right in front of his face, and he was at eye level.
And he was showing the full masculinity of that Clydesdale, right? Into the guy's face.
Masculinity.
He's a fucking Clydesdale.
You know, showing you fucking putting his dick
That's what we used to call cute boys in high school.
What?
Stallion.
I do have to bring up the fact that if you see a Clydesdale unreeled like that, it's pretty impressive. But then you understand why they have to reel it back in before they run, because they'd trip all over it. Let's just
exactly.
I mean, if my dick touched the ground, then I wouldn't want to rub it on gravel.
Because in my hometown, we got a Budweiser factory. Please stop, beep.
Is it still illegal? Is it still illegal to transport Coors from Georgia to Texas?
Well, if it isn't, I'm happy to recreate Smoking the Bandit.
Smoking the Bandit. Fucking awesome, man. You got the reference straight up.
Well, I've seen that movie about 30 some times.
Well, actually, hold up. That whole movie was about going to Texarkana to get it and take it back to Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, eastwards. Yeah,
I'm not old enough to know what that movie is.
You should watch it. It's politically incorrect to the T.
Callie, you're 27, right?
Yes, I grew up with Biker Mice from Mars.
I'm 26, and I know that movie.
I just heard the name, and I know I just heard the name and the iconic Trans Am car used in it.
Burt Reynolds, Sally Fields,
I do remember
Jackie
who Burt
Gleason.
Reynolds is, though.
I can't remember the
Jerry Reed.
Yeah, Jerry Reed. How could you forget the name of the guy that played the
Jerry
for crying out loud?
Oh.
I mean, I grew up with like when Will Smith
Eastbound and Down.
Anyways, going back to the psychedelics, I have another article here.
Yes, so, we hijacked Smurkus's. Sorry, go on,
man. It's all fine.
I have a habit of derailing things.
It's good, man. It's good. Beer and alcohol is drugs as well.
But we get back to it eventually.
It's my drug of choice.
There's also
been take a little side trip.
There's also been studies done with magic mushrooms. Could be key to treating depression.
And that's one hell of a way to treat depression.
I know, right? Holy
magic mushroom.
But
people, let's Smurkus finish, please.
It is done, of course, in a clinical setting with this, but it says here immediate reduction in depression and anxiety for up to 8 months seen in patients with advanced cancer giving a single dose of psilocybin. And
to be fair, you can't kill yourself if you're tripping balls.
You could.
Unless you fall off like something on your feet.
And let's see. Researchers involved in the 2 trials in the United States say the results are remarkable. The volunteers had profoundly meaningful and spiritual experiences, which made most of them rethink life and death, ended their despair, and brought about lasting improvement in the quality of their lives, which is probably not very long usually to begin with if you have severe cancer. But, yeah. But the results...
That's kind of funny. I used to work a long time ago for a short period of time in, how do you call it? It's basically a place where people go for the last few months of their life because they're dying.
The
hospice.
No, hospice.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And then imagine that I have people under my care who are dying within probably, officially they would be dying within 6 months, and they were too ill to stay at home, but there was no use for them to stay in a hospital because hospitals can't do anything for them, etc., etc. But because of the law change in the Netherlands, they were not allowed to smoke in the hospice because smoking is bad for your health.
See, if I was at that point
outside, I need a
if
cigarette.
I was at that point in my life, Daddy's gonna do some hard drugs because at that point, who gives a fuck?
God, yes,
Exactly.
So I'm like, okay, and I have to enforce this? How?
Oh,
You're not allowed to smoke. I mean, it might kill you. Dude, 3 months, 6 months at the most. Fuck it.
That's exactly what I'll do. I will do it if ever I am diagnosed. Above my shoulders and a certain part of my bottom, I don't give a shit what type of cancer I get. I will not be operated, so I will enjoy the time I have.
Can I say something fucked up in my mind?
Yeah,
I was thinking about it. I was thinking for, like, imagine if one person, since I feel like since my life is ending or something like that, I had sort of an idea if one person feel like you want to die back in World War II again, being gassed, just like have the room filled with gas, and this is the way I want to die.
Mate, I'm going
I
to
remember
London
being suicidal.
in October so I can, just in case.
Well, if you want to die by being... Octane, if you want to die by being gassed, just buy some Taco Bell and hitch a ride with me. I'll take care of it.
That is...
Aren't there some laws about cruel and unusual punishment?
If you do it,
Not if he's
wanted,
Asian.
it's not punishment.
I performed seppuku for honor.
The Japanese had a good idea that seppuku.
Well, it depends if it's seppuku or curry.
And harikiri.
Harikiri, yeah. Well, there's two different ones. One's if you're trying to regain your honor, and then there's another one where it's just like one's death bot because your lord says so. The other one is to try to regain your honor.
Yeah. Anyway, the most interesting thing about this article, I thought, was while the effects of magic mushrooms have been of interest to psychiatry since the 1950s, the classification of all psychedelics in the U.S. as a Schedule I drugs in the 1970s, in the wake of the Vietnam War and the rise of recreational drug use in the hippie counterculture, has erected daunting legal and financial obstacles to running trials. But then, here, the results of the studies were very similar, with around 80% of the patients attributing moderately or greatly improved well-being or life satisfaction to a single high dose of the drug given with psychotherapy support. And then there's a bunch of other stuff, but yeah, that wasn't all that interesting to me. Have any of you ever done magic mushrooms?
Almost. I was too scared. We had them growing.
Stop sharing me, Modwain.
In Ireland, we had them growing in every winter. We had them growing in the back garden, and the guys who lived with us always would collect them and dry them. But we were too scared to get like liver fluke or some shit of them, so we didn't take them. But they did.
When I was young, I was about 12 years or 13 years old, my dad, my uncle, my late uncle and friends, they went collecting mushrooms in Victoria in the forest, the Mount Dandenong area. They came back, we ate them. My dad didn't eat them. We all ended up in hospital.
Oh God.
So don't be careful what shrooms you try, people.
Hey, those are wild, right?
I think I'm gonna leave because my signal keeps going to hell and back. So I'll see you guys later.
All right,
Just answering, I don't know what mushrooms I ate because I was too young then. I can remember shit, but I can't remember the type. So. Yeah, but I still love mushrooms. Oh God, I love mushrooms.
Am I the only one who did
almost as much as bacon?
Am I the only one who did magic mushrooms?
What about?
We have a couple of poisonous that I'll try and find out which ones that we have here.
Because they're poisonous, they kind of release all that shit in your brain that makes you trip balls. Man, I remember riding my moped on shrooms.
Amanita muscaria. They are the poisonous mushrooms we have here. The fly agaric. And we know what they are. Amanitas are bad.
See you later, Thomas, because you're leaving as well. So, you're going to come back. Fucking, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Sorry, go ahead, Carlos. Fuck me.
Oh, no worries, man. I'm just saying that we have amanitas here where I live. I live in the national park, so we have fucking mushrooms everywhere. And the amanitas are, oh god, we don't touch them. But we do touch the edible ones. And, oh, Jesus, they are fucking awesome. Holy hallelujah. They are so fucking awesome.
Well, I remember being on my moped once when the shrooms kicked in. That was a hell of a ride.
Oh,
literally and figuratively.
Oh god, did your moped turn into a unicorn?
Nope. And I had a friend of mine on the back seat. So we were like, we can still make this. We took this 5 minutes ago. 2 bends later in a tunnel, and bam! Welcome to La La Land.
You know what?
Fucking road started going everywhere, and lantern posts would walk across the street, and we were just like, what the fuck, man? This is so weird. The first time was, I don't know, it was the most euphoric state I've ever been in, ever. That was kind of cool. But then you take them again a couple times and you realize it's like, you're kind of chasing the dragon a little bit.
Oh, I'm not going to search for the edible mushrooms because I have a PDF in my mobile phone, but I'm not going to search it.
I'm just looking at the sort of mushrooms here in the U.S. and just the weird names. I think I found there's like 2 mushrooms. There's the edible one called morals, and the other one says false morals.
Oh yeah, people go moral hunting around here all the time.
Yeah, all the time. Those are great deep fried.
Oh yeah.
Destroying
I like mushrooms.
They must be the ones which I think that are sort of look like amanitas, poison ones, but they're edible. So yeah, and I get them in my garden sometimes. With bacon or eggs or all that, everything, every way it's fucking awesome. So yeah.
Man, these names.
Don't. I don't know the names. Fuck it. Just say they're edible. They're good.
Are we gonna talk about the heroin?
No, not. Oh,
none of that hard shit.
I did look up heroin, but it was more in reference to something else I thought about.
I don't know why they have never developed a virus or bacteria which we now can make that attack the opioids in opium and the active ingredients in the heroin and cocaine and all that, and the plant survives, but the virus just eats up all those chemicals that produce.
Because the cartel needs money.
Yeah, but, if I could get my hand on it, I'd spray all of America and all of Asia with that type of virus, and they would not have any more of that shit.
That's another one.
But that's just me and my fantasies.
Well, here, let me screen share again. I did find something about heroin. I always thought that heroin was before morphine, but apparently morphine was made from, or heroin was made from morphine.
Yeah, I had a cousin who
source
was
is the opium poppy, and oxycodone is actually also from the poppy plant.
Yeah, codeine here comes from.
And if you look at the chemical structure that Wikipedia has here, a terrible source. I know.
In Australia, they used to sell.
If you can see it.
Yeah. When I was living in Australia, they used to sell Panadyne, not Panadol. Panadol just paracetamol, but they sell Panadyne, which was paracetamol with codeine.
I'm not talking about codeine.
Yeah, it comes from morphine though.
Codeine comes from morphine?
Oh yes, absolutely. You look it up. It's a derivative of morphine.
Yeah, I think
morphine,
so, because the doctor prescribed it to me.
Yeah. And I remember that this Australian tourist took Panadyne, which was legal in Australia, to Greece, And she got arrested for trafficking tier 1 or the codeine type drugs.
Also has a similar structure to heroin and morphine and all that shit. Yeah.
It is, exactly. It's derived from it, yeah.
Codeine occurs naturally, makes up about 2% of opium. All right.
Yeah. So it's a fucking good pain reliever, I'll tell you that. But it gives you fucking high. No, you can become addicted to it. That's why it's very restricted and shit.
Well, there's also the thing about Novocaine. Like before Novocaine came out, that's a anesthetic it's used for, I believe. Local anesthetic and stuff.
Yes.
Before that, it all went down with cocaine.
Novocaine for the soul. Eels.
Who made that song?
Eels.
Something cocaine. The 70s.
Something cocaine.
That's the one.
Cocaine.
That's the one.
JJ Cale.
Yes.
Jump
Tell you,
that's the only word of the song I know. Okay.
You gotta get up, bum. You got to get down, down. Okay. I'm shit with lyrics as well.
Don't say.
All right, I left for like 2 minutes. What are you talking about?
Cocaine.
Your top chart is over there, honey.
Oh god, I'm crap at names, but goddamn it, I can get references out.
Yes, it's strawberry, honey. Go on now. Fucking kids.
What? Kids are awesome.
Like whenever I'm doing something important. Oh god. There's your strawberry. Get out of here.
Give me that fucking strawberry.
Like no matter what, kids know when you're doing something important that you need concentration and quiet for, because that's when they run in screaming that they need something and they want to play with you.
I demand you to get this from me.
They burst through the door and shout at you, "Stop having sex!"
And then you shout back, "You're too young to join in."
but then he learned where baby. Then he learned where babies
you
come
don't
from.
say they're too young to join in, Carlos.
No. What is this?
My child, he knows where babies come from. Okay, so now he tells us, "Go make me a baby brother."
No, don't say that to children. You say no, honey. We are just hugging or something. Shit. What?
We're wrestling. I'm getting
Wrestling,
a pile driver.
That's it.
We're dancing,
Dude,
kids.
We are
horizontal
literal.
dancing or something. You know.
Horizontal slow dance.
Or this is just modern parody
No,
in
it's
America.
okay. Dad's just helping Mama do her yoga.
I'm shocked.
He's helping me stretch out something.
I'm going to faint. Has anyone got smelling salts so I can faint?
I'm not sure. I would say to you, Carlos, this is how us Americans take care of our children or show what we are doing.
Dude, we are so. But literally, we're too literal with our son. He knows everything.
I'm only joking. God, I know. Jeez.
Mommy and Daddy are wrestling. Now go away. I'm going to give Mommy a pile driver.
Pile driver's okay, you know.
I found $1.
We're doing aerobics, sweetie.
No, get out of here. We're trying to make you a baby brother.
That
And then
can
he's
work
like,
as well.
10 minutes.
Actually, what happens if your child screams like, "No, I don't want a baby brother"? Just screams in autistic screeching.
It was his idea.
No,
I'm
but
like, you ain't having no siblings. I told him if you had a baby brother, then you wouldn't have so many toys. I'm like, you hardly like to share with your friends. You wouldn't want to share with a baby brother.
Come on, that's wrong.
No, isn't it technically communism as fine as when you have a younger brother?
No, God damn it, no. I'm the only child.
Teach them to learn about toys.
And I hated my life. I hate my life.
I had older siblings, but they were all moved out when I was a kid because I was a late baby. So I was basically an only child.
I have an older sister,
you have
and
brothers
she
and
made
sisters.
my life miserable.
Yeah, but I was the only one living with my mom.
Yeah,
so
but you are
she spent all the
Americans.
money on me.
I'm
couldn't hear you,
sorry to
Tanuki.
say, you are.
We were Merkins?
You're American.
Why do you call us
Merkins?
Like
Why are you
Mexicans
calling
that
me
are popping out
a
10 kids
vagina
at a
too
time.
No, I'm just calling the Americans. I'm not calling everyone Americans. I'm just saying Americans.
Yeah, a
Because
Merkin.
fuck yeah.
I was
That's a
brought up.
bachelor's
I'm an only child. I hated my life. My cousins are my brothers and sisters.
Oh,
Now,
God.
we got married. Me and the wife, we decided, no, we're going to have 2 children because they can help each other. And guess what?
No,
they
that's
are
gonna be
helping
worse.
each other. They love each other.
Well, all right.
Oh.
All right. Listen, if we were
There you go.
financially capable of supporting more than one child, maybe I would think about it. I went through 8 hours of labor. I don't want to go through 4 more.
If you get them close together, you don't notice
He's
any
7.
difference. Well, that's a bit much. If you had it at 2, my son
My
and daughter
oldest
are
brother
2 years old difference.
My oldest brother was 18 when I was born. My youngest older sister was 9 when I was born.
So what? That's nothing. I have cousins in that age spread. That's nothing.
We are straying very far away from the drugs topic, though.
Yes,
Less children, more drugs, crack babies.
Exactly.
Oh man, that's fucking terrible to see.
Oh God. My hometown
Marcus,
was full of them. I felt so bad for all of them. Oh my God.
Yeah, Marcus, get back on track.
Well, I have 2 more articles, and then we can just talk about fucking whatever.
All right.
Sweet.
I don't fuck whatever.
Yeah, you fuck your Polish wife. Anyway, there's also been studies on ketamine and medicine treatment-resistant depression, which was very well. Like I said, I just find drugs very interesting. But ketamine is licensed to be used as an anesthetic, but has a reputation as an illegal party drug. Well, yeah, duh.
Wait, you literally can't feel your whole body?
Dr. Rupert McShane, who has led a trial in Oxford since 2011, says ketamine can work on patients with depression where nothing has helped before. But he kind of wants to have a registry so they can monitor the use of people that use it. But yeah, this might seem like a very low number, but out of the 101 people taking part who had failed to find a successful depression treatment, 42 of them responded to the ketamine.
Yeah, I'm not well versed in ketamine. I'm not. It's a type of cake, right?
Ketamine is
it's more tranquilizer.
Yeah, I don't joke about depression, though, so I'm going to be serious now. My wife is...
I have depression. I joke about it all the time. That makes me get through life, man.
Yeah, I mean, look at Robin Williams.
Yes, exactly. I know my wife has depression. I almost got depression.
Yeah.
So I know
I
how
have it.
And that's probably the only thing I don't really joke about, because but I joke about me, but I don't joke about you.
Mine comes in like spikes once every few weeks. Lasts a couple days, and then I'm,
Yeah.
You have to. I'm not a psychologist, but or anything. What I've heard, and what I've been told, that you have to break patterns or something.
Yeah. You have to try to make in my experience, I try to make myself feel better. I'll watch like YouTubers I like I'll stay away from the drama shows, and I'll go watch like Let's Players.
To me, I didn't
play video games.
I didn't become depressed because of Twitter. Can you guys believe that?
You got depressed on Twitter?
No, I cured my almost depression because of Twitter.
Oh,
yeah. Actually, I kind of get that, because I started talking to a lot more people and meeting more people.
The stupidity that I see in Twitter makes me laugh my head off.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wait, what about like people saying I have PTSD from Twitter?
Well, casual. I
no.
always
Did you
thought like watching. Did you find that watching comedy helps? Watching comedy helps.
Oh, I have very
yes,
dark humor.
as well, yeah, very dark
Oh,
humor.
yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah, me too.
You want too soon jokes? You come to Callie.
humor. No, too soon. Shit. Too soon's never. It's never too soon. Make
It's
jokes.
5 minutes before
It's
it
okay.
happens. It's too soon.
The bodies are cold
Yeah.
now. It's all right.
No, the
Bodies
bodies are
rolled
still
out.
warm. Good. Let's start.
Let's
Oh,
get back here for a little bit.
Twitter to
Um,
me, I saw some of the most stupid. I'll just, one more second, Smurkus.
Yeah, yeah.
I apologize.
Sure.
Twitter to me, I saw the stupidity that people were saying, and I'm a rational guy. I work with facts and that. And when I saw some of the shit they were saying, I started fucking laughing.
Yeah, go read.
So that-
Go read Everyday Feminism. You'll die.
That made me laugh even more.
Dude, I read off lists on my streams, man.
Yeah, but then there's the opposite end of the coin. I also see I get too overwhelmed with it, and then I just, fuck, what the fuck am I looking at? And I go and have a ride on my bike. So that's what I do. My motorbike. So, yeah.
Yeah, there is apparently there are a lot of, or at least his doctor is scared that it will be abused. Like, he says the dosage of ketamine used in his trial is much less than the amount used by people who take it as an illegal party drug, and he warns against any kind of self-medication, which a good doctor should do, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Dr. McShane also warns it's not a miracle drug for depression, and maintaining the benefit is a challenge, which has so far only been achieved by repeated dosing. But there are people that do this trial and, well, they just have very positive effects on the drug. And apparently it's an exciting discovery.
Oh my.
Commenting on the paper, Professor Alan Young from the blah 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 and said there were still significant gaps in knowledge about ketamine use. Before ketamine can be recommended for use in clinical practice, extensive research is required to understand how to optimally use ketamine for treating depression.
Okay.
So
I take citalopram for anxiety. That's what I take.
I have that too. I use it for my depression.
Yeah? Does it work?
Yeah. So far, it's been pretty beneficial.
Cool. So what about PCB? Angel dust.
Oh god.
It was great in Men Who Stare at Goats.
Is that what they took?
I've never heard a lot about PCP.
It's
Modwain, did we have that
really
here?
crazy because it was actually an anesthetic, so you don't feel anything when you take it, and people usually get horror trips, rip out their eyes and shit like that.
Holy
God.
fucking hell.
So,
we have it
but
here?
that's not the worst one. That's a pretty bad one. I don't know who got the idea that it would be a good idea to take an anesthetic as a recreational drug. But isn't there's a really bad one in Russia? It's called crocodile.
Oh yeah, fucking eats away your flesh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know who came up with that, but it sounds like a joke by the mafia or something.
It's cheaper than heroin, so
Okay, there's that argument.
Yeah, whatever works.
Shit. And meth is the other one, isn't it? That's pretty bad, although not quite as.
Meth
just
is what
addictive.
the teenagers smoke over here.
DMT is quite popular, yeah.
Thank to Breaking Bad.
Yeah, right. And it's not even good meth.
Was it Blue Magic?
No.
In the show. That was the name.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Well,
I think.
It's very weird because my ex from the States told me that in drug ed they show you everything you need except the critical process to actually make meth. In drug education class. So you kind of left like, well, I got all the shit. Now we proceed, and then motherfuckers blow themselves up every day.
Are any of you familiar with the show Leverage?
Oh, it's so dangerous to make. Like, oh
Well,
my god.
on that show, like if you listen to the commentary for the episodes, after a while, you notice a pattern where the writers were like they wrote these scripts and they put out the episode, and after they finished all of it, they realized, oh wait, we just made this heist show. In almost every single episodes, we tell people exactly what they need to do these heists.
Okay.
And they didn't take a single step out at all, so it's just like it's out there in the ether.
I don't think meth usage rose much after that show. I mean,
wouldn't be surprised.
maybe in Arizona, but no, wasn't there really a teacher who actually did try to, like, he had all this stuff to cook the meth, and he got pulled over, and like, I don't know, I watched a video talking about it. Some teacher actually was going to cook meth and sell it. And he was a biology teacher. Or whatever.
Well, it's not that difficult to do, I've been told.
It's just tedious.
Fucking battery acid and
yeah.
And some
that's the only
bleach.
ingredient I know.
Real Raven, I'm trying to talk to Corhead, but he doesn't seem to be in the chat anymore.
Okay.
Here,
well, now you mentioned him, just tell him to go back in the chat if he's still interested, I'd say. I found his G+ profile, but I really don't know how to invite people to your chat. You'll have to organize that.
Yeah, no, it's no problem. I'm sorry, I didn't look at the chat for a while, so that was my bad. I'm looking at the other chat, not this one.
Am I the only Breaking Bad virgin? I've never seen a single.
Me too.
My husband watched the whole series twice.
Why is it that difficult to understand?
Like he'll find a fedora at Spencer's and he'll put it on and he'll look at me and he'll be like, "I'm Heisenberg," in his Mexican accent.
Is that
and
part
I'm
of
like, "Oh,
foreplay?
honey, no, you're not."
I am the one who knocks.
Bitch.
I did like that. I did like some of Bryan Cranston's acting in that show, but overall, I hate most of his acting because most of the time, in everything he does, there is a scene where he throws a tantrum like a 5-year-old child, and I can't stand it. He did it in Godzilla too.
Oh no.
Anyway,
And I'm
have
just
one
like,
last article,
stop.
and then we can just shit talk.
One last article.
Let's power through, people. Let's power through.
And I kind of wanted to share that with Jason because apparently he had the war thing going on, but
I'm probably gonna leave soon anyways because my buddy's doing another stream and I'm gonna go hang.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, make sure you can I shill my channel before you go. we have a song out about the general election, and I think it's funny, so it's on my channel.
Everyone should subscribe to Real Raven. He is an awesome musician.
Everyone
and
should
his
subscribe to
collaborations.
everyone in the list. Come on.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Anyway, this is about treating PTSD with MDMA psychotherapy, which is ecstasy for those of you.
MDMA.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And this kind of bugs me because it doesn't say how many subjects there were to begin with, but it says 83% of the subjects receiving MDMA-assisted psychotherapy in a pilot study no longer met the criteria for PTSD. And every patient who received the placebo and then went on to receive the MDMA experienced significant and lasting improvements. Long-term follow-up of patients who received MDMA revealed that overall benefits were maintained for an average of about 3.8 years later, which is quite a long time if you ask me. These extremely powerful results indicate a promising future for MDMA-assisted psychotherapy for PTSD and lay the groundwork for continued research into the safest and most effective ways to administer the treatment. And they're trying to do that for international. So they're trying to get the FDA to agree on the design for phase 3 studies and submit the findings in a new drug application to approve. Yeah, what we're talking about, the MDMA, blah, 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 blah. The phase 3 will involve scores of therapists and hundreds of subjects in multiple countries and large multi-center trials. The challenge is no longer convincing regulatory agencies of the value, but finding the financial resources, blah, blah. So there's very good things coming out for MDMA as well.
Awesome.
Huh.
Yeah. But it's kind of funny that they're now looking into MDMA, because we've already known that certain drugs are being used as treatment, but then they suddenly call it differently. For example, you don't get speed at a pharmacy.
No.
You get Ritalin.
You get that from your Uncle Frank.
Dexamphetamine.
Dexamphetamine, Ritalin, it's the same bloody thing.
More or less.
My dad used to take my Ritalin when I was a kid.
Yep.
My mum used to take a wooden spoon to me if I was hyperactive.
Which, in all fairness, works too.
I have a disciplinary gift slap.
I remember the wooden spoon.
I got shoes. I just remember, for me, it's shoes usually, or slippers.
Shoes, like the Mexicans.
Belt,
maybe even
chocolates.
Belt, my dad belt, and my mum wooden spoon, slap, kick, etc. And tell you what, it's effective.
But
Yeah,
I
you
have
respect your mama.
Wait. Carlos, are you technically encouraging the Daddy 05 treatments to your kids?
No. That is
a whole different thing.
There's a difference between
disciplining
your kid and abusing the fuck out of them.
Yeah, abusing.
Exactly. There's a difference between.
You got to hit them with love.
Discipline.
Hit them with love.
Discipline is. This is how it worked with my growing up. My mum would say, "Stop doing that." After the 4th time, I would get a slap in the face.
Yeah, I think that's
She
okay.
didn't have anything.
My mom spit in my face once because I spit on a kid, and I never spit on another kid again.
Oh, if I spit on any kids, my mum would give me a backhand. Yeah. And that was my mum that mainly disciplined me. And I was shit scared of my dad, but it was my mum that did the damage.
Yeah, dads are usually loud, and moms are usually the ones that got the hard hand.
Oh,
no,
but
fathers have a harder hand, but they usually don't use them as much.
My dad used it once on me, and I even had to hide from him. But that's another story.
But the thing is, if we look at, for example, stuff like Ritalin or dexamphetamine, it's often used for kids because they are rowdy or blah 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 blah. You're mostly being used.
Kids.
Being kids.
Are we literally going to that level of just using drugs, even to little minors? Are we? Seriously?
Actually, it's one of the most fast-growing diagnoses in the world. ADHD.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, my mom let me get off meds when I was 12 because I chose to. And she's like, okay, fine. Because I was at an age where I could make certain decisions on my own. I was like, I don't want to take medicine anymore. She's like, okay, fine.
They tried me. When I was start taking.
One at a time, please, guys. One at a time.
Sorry. No, I'm just wondering when she started to
take. I would say probably when I was like 9 or 10.
Wow.
She said I went through like Adderall and Ritalin and something else.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then after I stopped, right now the only medication I take is citalopram for anxiety, and that was by my own choice. I went to a doctor and I talked about it. Whatever.
But I think, in all fairness, if we look at the kids that are now getting Ritalin or versions
don't give it
of
to
that,
fucking toddlers, Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't give it to anyone under 18. It's not kids. And I work in fucking psychiatry. I have to deal with this bullshit. We give certain kids, we give medication to calm the fuck down. No, you know what you give kids to calm the fuck down? Attention. No, a slap is the last resort. But often kids are rowdy and active. Why? because they want to spend their energy. They want to share something.
All right, take them to the park.
Yeah.
Do you know an easy way to reduce hyperactivity? Stop giving them sugar.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. Exactly.
Go
Yeah.
out there, give them a fucking merry-go-round, and
Wait,
they will
wasn't that
just themselves
wasn't
out.
sugar busted as a myth or something? I don't know.
No, it's
no,
not. It's
Heard
not.
about it.
No. Sugar it gives you high levels of activity because it's fucking pure glucose and pure
Diet-
energy.
Okay,
Diet
see,
can actually
'cause,
work though for that a little bit.
I
But when I was 2 years old, they tried to put me on Ritalin, and my mom was like, "Hell no!"
yeah, I have
So I tried it
the
when I was 12 or something.
I have the ADHD is probably why I really like fidget spinners.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
And God, I totally forgot what the hell I was gonna say now.
Oh, damn fucking fidget spinners.
I love fidget spinners. I love them. I did my own stream last night, my first one. I just let my friends talk, and I was just balancing my fidget spinners on my hat the whole time.
They should be compulsory to all politicians. I mean, think about it. If you give them fidget spinners, they will be so occupied they won't make shit laws and that.
There you go. Give Donald Trump a bunch of fidget spinners.
Man, why not? Shit, yeah, and all Congress in that for that matter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say.
Canadians donate.
Especially Trudeau, yes.
I remember what I was gonna say. It was like they say like kids shouldn't drink pop and shit, and like caffeine does not have the same effect on me as like it would other people. Like, how do I explain it? It doesn't pump me up. It more or less just like evens me out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I used to drink about 10 to 12 espressos a day while I was at work.
I start every morning with a Monster Java, yo.
And it was basically drinking 2 or 3 Red Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't affect me at all. I'd just go to sleep perfectly.
Right? Like,
Caffeine is actually highly addictive. Do you know that?
Yes, that
it
and
is.
someone died from it,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Someone died from drinking too much caffeine.
Yeah, but you need gallons of that shit.
Yeah,
That person was called a pussy.
I don't want to be rude, but you can actually die from drinking too much water.
You could.
4 liters. You need to drink 4 liters in one go. You will drown. Your cells will drown. You will die.
Well, I think you can overdose on pot if you smoke
Whoa.
1,500 pounds of
Who's
it.
playing a Valve game?
Yeah, exactly. Who's playing one?
No, that's
Okay.
just music. That's just awesome music.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know who it was.
That was me. I was starting some portal.
Oh, called it.
Yeah, me too.
He's going into the next dimension. He's an alien.
Okay.
You
But
take on B and
I,
T and you'll see aliens.
I am going to head off. So I want to thank whichever one of you is that is hosting this thing for having me.
Modwain,
Yep.
Alderon.
I invited you.
Smurkus, that's your fucking name. All right.
And
And
Smurkus
fucking
as well.
Naruto nerd guy.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for
Two-
having me. And
two
in a
awesome
closing
YouTube
statement,
channel.
Yeah.
in a-
YouTube channel.
Shout yourself out before you go.
2 awesome.
I'm
awesome
casual.
near
I'm
near
casual
London.
Callie. I make videos. I have 3 right now.
Yeah, I've subscribed to you, so yeah.
Yes, thank you. I am
No,
so happy.
not thank me. It's all, I
And
do.
closing statements for drugs. If you're gonna do anything, just smoke pot. And
Good advice.
I'll see you guys
See
later.
ya,
Thanks
See you
for listening.
later. And
See you later.
don't
Nice
forget to
talking.
subscribe to the rest of us.
To them.
All right,
How do you call it? Spread the love. Fucking hell, I can't even find the words.
Subscribe to me in particular because I make no
Spread the
content.
love.
Okay. All right.
There's some music about that.
Okay. Adios, guys.
See ya.
Adios.
Sayonara.
Oh God! Oh, stop it, people! I'm just looking at my subscriber count. Please no.
Oh,
Oh god.
Dude,
Don't
send them to me. Don't worry about it.
I will send them. I will send them to you. I honestly, I'm not used to this shit.
Yeah. Don't worry, mate. You have 1,000 subscribers, and you will see that you will have roughly the same amount of views. If I look at my channel, I have 500 subscribers, and on average, I still have the same amount of views that I had when I had 200 subscribers.
See,
I have 30.
I'm happy that I got 1,000, over 1,000. I hope I get stabilize at that. You know why? Because I'm going to monetize my channel and give the money to my kids.
Hey,
Good.
Free money.
I have 1,600 subscribers now, and it's really vexing because the songs that I do the least work on get the most views. I had one going viral with 42k, and now the songs like I work for on a song for a month and I get like 250 views.
Do you know where the money's in? Do you know where the money is now? That chat, that super chat.
HSR.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what up?
Streaming and super chat would be great.
What's that super chat though? I have no idea what it is.
You activate it. First, you need to monetize it. Then you activate it. I think once you activate it, you need at least you need more than 10,000 views and 1,000 subscribers. That's the fucking thing that you need to have. So after you do that, people donate to you. You get about 70 or 80%. Andy Warski was talking about it yesterday. So. So I think 30% goes to Google, and 70% goes to you. But shit, it's if people like your stuff, shit. Andy Warski was getting 20, 50, 100, 200 bucks, and 500 million Zimbabwean dollars.
He gets like one guy who gives him $50 a stream,
which is $1 US.
But it's not bad if you think. I mean, he can pull in 1,500 views in one chat, you know. And that's just the people who, like, it's crazy. Like the chat's exploding when he gets somebody like whatever.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, when you get to see this, exactly. But you do get some money. You get more money than if you. I think you get more money than if you just monetize it normally with the AdSense and shit.
Yeah, but don't they take like 30% of it?
Still,
so I guess at that point it doesn't matter.
Yeah. If you do a 1 hour stream and you get about $1,500, 30%, you lose 30%. How much? You still get a fucking lot of money.
Yeah, and you get that out of 1,000 viewers, and not like you have to have 100k views to get like.
As soon as it came out of my mouth, I realized what I was saying.
Well, seeing how I get no money from any of it, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't exactly. I don't give a fuck. Well, but
I don't even know how to monetize.
I only monetized my channel a week ago because my daughter pointed it out to me. You know, you have to monetize, and so okay.
I'm gonna do that as well, and I'm gonna give the money to my kids because I don't really need it. I give them petrol money, give them and shit like that. They need it more than I do, honestly.
Just a little bit of coin here and there.
Maybe save up, say a mouse or a keyboard or a graphics card or something like that. But the rest, let them have it.
Yeah, you know how I get that to my kids with the add-on, with donations for add-ons. You know, free add-ons. So that's money for the.
Jessar, you have some drugs experiences you want to share?
Well, I suppose that's about the only thing I really can add to this conversation. It's just like drugs.
Well, you're a little late, so I posed the question to you.
Well, I'm trying to think now. I'm just compiling a list in my head.
Mine was little to none.
Well, it's more because of my memory.
Yeah, drugs will do that to you.
No memory, okay, so marijuana is one of them.
Well, yeah. Smoked marijuana, I've tried ecstasy, LSD, a subtype of LSD, cocaine, and minor drugs like legally prescribed and stuff.
So what was the best hit you ever had?
Well, it's not how to put it. LSD I wouldn't do again.
Okay.
Yeah, seriously, I am warning you guys. Well, I doubt such upstanding members of society would ever try these things.
Fuck that, LSD is still on my bucket list.
Nah, I don't want drugs. I was disappointed by marijuana. It just fucking made me hungry. So no.
It is different.
I like bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bacon.
Fuck yeah.
Beer.
Fucking bacon wrapped baked potato.
Wait, try cheesy bacon bombs.
Bacon.
Oh yes.
Bacon
Yes. Anything with bacon in it is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I make a killer buffalo chicken spread with bacon and jalapeno.
Even bacon with bacon plus bacon and spam, bacon, spam, bacon.
That's the real drugs right here. Ooh.
I remember one time there was
Dude,
a bacon.
cooking is my biggest fucking hobby. Besides, except when I drink when I cook.
I'm going to ask you something. I've been fucking around with Blender a bit. And I'm crap. I really know I am.
Oh, Marty is actually pretty good.
Marty.
Yes, I know. That's why I started doing Blender. To be honest, we talked and I asked him if he could make an intro for me, and that's the last time we talked about it. So I'm like,
do it yourself, fucker.
I'm going to shit out myself. I want to show you something that I made, and
yeah, definitely.
It's only half of it, so I'm curious what you think. You can see the boat now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
No, it's like sky.
Oh shit!
You only see sky?
See it, you blind.
No, I see the boat. It's just dark.
There's
because
clouds.
it's in the night.
Oh, it is a boat. All right, I didn't realize that was.
It's a
water.
super-class cruiser, for fuck's sake.
I thought it was the top of a hill.
Hey, Noah's Ark though.
Now, the total video. I mean, this is only scene 300. Not framed 300 to 600. 1 to 300. I already made. What do you think about this? There's no sound, by the way, so I'm not sharing it anymore.
Animated.
Oh, it exploded.
What was that?
It's a Warhammer. Was it a Warhammer? Just launched into the air.
Warhammer. How was
No,
it a Warhammer?
it was an oil explosion.
Do it again.
An explosion.
Do it again. Do it again. I think we're missing some. It's like a rocket.
Rocket. I know.
Kind of looks
It's
like
hard to
Captain's
see
rocket.
because sometimes frames are missing.
Yeah, thanks to stream.
That is nice.
Yeah, I'm going to do it one more time. What did you say?
Good lighting. Good lighting. I like it. Wow, look at all those particles.
Yeah, I was trying to get smoke to get going, but I need to practice a lot more. And fuck it, I only have so much time because I also have a job and my own channel and blah blah blah. So I've been trying to make it, and yes, I'm making this actually for the captain.
Are you gonna let the rocket hit somewhere?
Anyway.
Is there gonna be a big splash of water in front of our faces when it lands?
No. That rocket is going to hit. I mean, I don't know how many people of you know the Captain Stuff and Shit.
Stuff?
Yeah, he's a YouTube channel. He has a YouTube too.
No.
And he has
stuff and things.
I know Captain Stuff and.
Yeah, and
Stuff and shit.
Sometimes he has a part of his video that a boat shoots a rocket and then hits stupidity and explodes. So I'm doing a new version of it. This is half of it. Cool. I have something else now. Let me see if I can find that real fast. There is this one. This is the long version, but without smoke.
The ship's movement in the waves is awesome.
Isn't it just though?
Yeah.
I'm hoping to make stuff for my own channel soon, but I wanted to focus on one thing to make it, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to make something for the Captain Stuff because I do like his channel a lot, and it's a boat and it's a sea. Those two things I can figure out. I hope to be able to make animated movement of characters so I can make something for my own channel, and then I want to try to make something for your channel, Carlos.
Speaking about Captain, wasn't he supposed to be here today?
Who?
I did send him an invite, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. But I haven't heard from him for a while, so...
Who?
The captain.
Oh, the captain, yeah.
Yeah, we said we're gonna talk about drugs in 2 weeks. Oh, I should probably make it to that stream then.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's just totally off topic, considering we stopped talking about drugs. What do you think? Is it decent?
Talk about
No, you don't have to pay for it. Don't worry about it. Oh, bloody hell. And everyone is silent. Fucking hell.
I would just say, if you had better frame, if I can see it in full frame, or not full frame, at least good FPS, I could see it better. But I think it's decent, in my opinion.
It was
But
awesome.
as a person,
It was good. It was very good. Much better than I can do. So, drugs. I like my
So, people in the chat, what do you think? I'm not sure how good it looked on stream because, well, stream being stream. Did it look good?
Don't ask me to be serious.
Oh, apparently you weren't presenting yourself because that's what everybody's saying.
I never lie. I liked it. It was very, very, very good. I never lie.
But you guys saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, but we can click your photo and see it.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, I have to do it again then.
On the subject of drugs, which is your guys' drugs or addictions?
Alcohol.
Oh, cigarettes.
Copious amounts of alcohol.
Chocolate.
I've cut down on alcohol, so
I am. I really
caffeine
am.
and alcohol.
I'm
I
going
just
to show
happen
it.
to be.
I'm going to show it. Come on, show it.
YouTube, I'm afraid. YouTube is my addiction.
Twitter. I love Twitter.
Yeah, I got into that lately as well. Oh my god.
Dude, shit posting on Twitter is the fucking best. It's so fucking addictive.
Are we talking about addictions or just your preferred drug of choice?
Either one.
Drug of choice. It's just pure cancer, and I fucking cry myself laughing. It's like a nitrous oxide mixed with cocaine or something.
Oh god.
Preferred drug of choice, I think, would be the shit that I had not too long ago.
Oh, actually,
It's sort of an ecstasy kind of thing.
Yeah, here's one that's better than all drugs I had before. Making songs with Lana, absolutely addictive. It's just crazy.
yes.
I have two more in the works.
She has a. Oh man, her voice is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Alcohol and food.
Yes.
I'd say.
What about deep front stuff? Is anyone here? Well, if you're American.
What was that, Cheshire?
I was just thinking then. My preferred drug would be cannabis, I believe.
That's good standard.
Standard.
Yeah, well, everybody have their preferences.
Yeah.
No, alcohol is so unique, you know.
Even though I encouraged cannabis, marijuana, I could get. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Alcohol would be nice if it wouldn't fuck up my stomach. That's the thing.
Wait, has anyone ever heard of the saying called, was it beer before liquor, never sicker, or...
That's a fucking lie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about alcohol. It's all about alcohol intake.
Yeah. I just keep hearing that.
Well, it's also about
Bier auf
fluid
Wein,
intake.
das lass sein. Wein auf Bier, das rate ich dir.
Just don't eat haggis after you drink your beer.
Do the beer first and the wine.
Or before it.
I think I'd be used to drinking wine, but I think
Either
I can't.
way, you get lots of gas.
Or don't even bother eating haggis, let's be honest.
Well, we don't have haggis here in America, I don't think.
Haggis is good.
Yeah, it's
I'm playing around. Haggis is actually very, very good.
Isn't it basically wheat?
We have our own version of it, so regional version. So, yes.
I do prefer black
sausages,
pudding
isn't it?
instead, though.
Yeah, I heard black pudding.
Black pudding is good too. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
I fucking
all
love
that
black pudding.
shit.
Oh, that shit's amazing.
I need to try more European food, actually.
I'm going. I've said this before. I'm going to London with my wife in October, and I've already found a couple of pubs close to where the hotel we're staying, for the full British breakfast, and it's got to have black pudding in it.
Black pudding, beans, bacon, bread, and tomato. It's tomatoes, guys. You say in Britain, not tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Also,
also-
we're Americans.
You get like the English breakfasts are weird in that there's like a million different versions of an English breakfast.
Same thing here in America.
It's got to have it's got to have toast, baked beans, bacon, tomato, egg,
White and black
Yeah,
pudding.
it's literally
black
like-
pudding, mushrooms.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
happy
would
with
I would recommend getting the full Monty. If I can.
Oh yeah.
For us Americans, we have
breakfast roll.
And accompanying it, I love Earl Grey tea, so that's what I'm going to drink.
Me too.
Yeah.
What's that?
For the American side, it's either ham, bacon, I think,
Earl
or
Grey.
sausages,
Oh yeah.
and eggs, omelette, and I
Hash
think.
browns. Don't forget
And-
the fucking hash browns.
Oh,
Of course, I forgot brown.
See what you do.
And-
What you do. You get the egg. You get the egg ready for the omelet. Then you put in bacon, hash browns, peppers,
Basically a loaded.
chilies. Just load it all up, and then what you do after that is you get a big flour tortilla. You steam that up, and then turn the omelet into a burrito. Anything you can eat one-handed is perfect.
Hash browns with bacon is fucking awesome.
In a fan of, if anybody who's a fan of Adventure Time, bacon pancakes.
Bacon pancakes. Oh,
Oh wait, I almost forgot French toast. I made French toast the last time I was.
Yeah, French toast. I make them regularly. I like the egg in the toast. What's that called?
egg in the basket.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. That is nice.
Yeah. Like I said, anything you can eat one-handed is perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I like pretzels.
Anything that you can eat with putting your plate to your mouth and shoving it in is perfect.
You can't eat a very, very good a cheeseburger, the right size ones, with one hand. You need both hands, man.
Exactly. You need to have that kind of hunch.
Okay. There are some exceptions to the one-handed rule.
That's
It's like a big old rack of ribs. You can't eat a rack of ribs with one hand.
What,
Of course not. Yeah.
Of course not. I would say, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Even with like hamburgers, I just still get them in one hand while eating a load of chips. Just gobble it all in like it's a trough.
You put the chips on the burger.
Waffles,
I mean, everyone's doing fries
waffles and fried chicken. That's also fucking
chicken and waffles.
Chicken and
Southern
waffles, dude. That's what's fucking is.
Southern classic.
And
With fucking sausage gravy on top. Oh,
Fuck yeah! That was great.
I can't get into the States because I'm sure that they don't like me there. Though I must have a file that's bigger than me by now. I should post one. So, but I love some American food. Cheeseburger, absolutely. Philly cheesesteak. Philly cheesesteak.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Both Chicago and New York pizzas. Right.
To be fair, one of my favorites.
And then you have the Southern barbecues. Oh,
Oh,
God,
fuck yeah, dude.
Fucking
That fucking old smoking barbecue. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yep.
Where they do a whole fucking pig.
Just to apologize to Modwain and Smurkus, we just hijacked your channel, your stream to food.
No,
man.
I mean, we were done with the drug stuff, so.
Yeah,
This is just
technically
another
drugs.
form of addiction.
Exactly.
Well,
It is. Yes.
We did say that we were kind of pretty much done with the topic. So.
Yeah.
So it's just like, hey,
It's
no,
food time, motherfucker.
But food is addictive as well.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely. A lot of people. Spooky 2988.
Oh,
I mean, it's well, he used it as a depression, though. I would give him that.
oh man, no. The foods that I described, they have to cure depression. Something so delicious, something that lifts your spirit up. Oh, only someone that has, like Steve Shizer, hasn't got a soul, or Copper Cab.
Steve Shives. I don't know about Copper Cab.
Yeah,
Copper
those
Cab
two.
he's a big boy.
Yeah, those two, they don't have souls.
How dare you? He's a beautiful woman.
We need to give them soul food. Quick, give them macaroni and cheese or a bunch of.
He's a beautiful.
No.
Yeah.
Give him macaroni and cheese with bacon.
Fuck it, yes.
I bet all they eat is shredded wheat. That's all they fucking eat.
I want the wheat.
Shredded wheat, the most boring food you can find on earth.
Yeah, I know. Who the hell eats
porridge? Porridge
Fuck
would be
that.
boring as well.
No. Porridge is fucking.
You can have a good, porridge, like a good fucking rice porridge. That's amazing.
Yeah, porridge
And
with cream and sugar on top, or even bacon bits on top. Fucking awesome.
I mean, that's sort of the same thing I do with my oatmeal. I sometimes like to put maple syrup on it as well to give it a little extra flavor.
Yes, exactly.
What you do, you get a good pulled pork barbecue sandwich. You cake the coleslaw, put it on the sandwich, get a big old thing of cornbread. That'll make your afternoon with a good cold beer.
You see, that cures depression. That could cure depression.
That just it changes the world. Like if it's a nice day, it's like the day gets brighter, the people seem nicer, everybody's smiling because you have fucking good fucking food that slaves slowly turned in to some of the best food on the planet.
And then someone comes and says, "Can you give me a slice?" And then the fighting starts.
No, definitely.
You're appropriating my fucking food.
Also, rule of thumb: coleslaw is not on the side; it's a topping. You put that shit on the sandwich.
Coleslaw is nice, yeah. Also, like
the only thing I'll say about food, though,
guys call them chips. In any sandwich, just crumble them up in the back and then put them in the sandwich. Nice.
The only thing I will say about food is you can always wake me up for a big juicy steak.
Okay,
no matter what time of the day it is.
I'm going to share you the best. Wait, what's on? Oh yeah,
I like Italian
the best sandwich in the world. Let me just before I do that, let me select myself.
Let me guess. I remember one time on Twitter. Is it a sandwich that's like dredged with some sort of sauce with fries on the side?
Exactly, this one.
And covered in cheese? Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna make that soon, but by the looks of it, it has a bunch of alcohol in it. So when
that looks like a double-decker poutine.
Yeah.
The secret is the sauce. The sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll stop sharing. Sharing.
That's a given.
The sauce. Oh God. Stop sharing.
God.
Stop
there
sharing.
I'll stop. The secret is in the sauce. So I know the sauce. It's a base with. It has beer. It has white wine. It has tomato. It has shit. You can almost do an oxtail instant soup. I don't know. You know the oxtail instant soups.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be the base of it. I don't know what the base of it. I know it's tomatoey. It has beer. It has vermouth. Maybe it has wine in it. It has something. It has
what's
also
this thing called?
More. It's called the in Portuguese it's the francesinha or the little Frenchie. Yes.
Oh my! Do you guys have Bovril in your respective countries?
Have what?
We have what?
Which
Bovril.
one? Bovril?
Bovril?
Bovril.
No.
Oh, you.
I grew up with Vegemite.
No, it's yeah, it's one of them. But these
I know what Bovril is. You make beautiful soup. I know what it is, man.
It's
a
gravy, isn't it? More or less.
Yeah, you add it to gravy.
You can buy it.
Yeah,
you can buy it in plastic, and you can put hot boiling water in it and have a Bovril drink.
I'm going to buy it and bring it when I go to London. I'm going to buy that shit.
Yeah, it's so good having it in a fucking cup because it's basically like going to make a cup of tea, except it's gravy.
Tesco has
basically.
it, right? They have it in Tesco.
Oh, yeah.
You're making me hungry now.
Wait, did I just switch that? Oh, never mind. Oh fuck. Sorry, I'm playing the game.
Me too.
Jim Beam is fucking awesome. Much better than Jack Daniels. Much better. No comparison.
Fucking piss water.
Yeah, Jack Daniels is good to make barbecue sauce and.
Yeah, that's about it. It's like it's a cooking whiskey at this point. It's terrible to drink, but it's great to cook with.
I know that there's a sipping. Texas has a really great sipping whiskey, but I can't remember the name of it. And I know the difference between a normal whiskey and a sipping whiskey. I know the difference.
Good on you. Dentist, I wouldn't shut up about whiskey.
culturally appropriated all your cultures.
Even bourbon.
Bourbon.
Yes, even bourbon. Well, Jim Beam's and Jack Daniels are bourbon.
Jack Daniels is not bourbon. That's a Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, well, technically, yeah.
No. I have a problem with this. I fucking
No,
hate Jack Daniels.
I'm on your side, man. I'm with you. Yes.
There's actually a specific law about making bourbon here as well.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Oh shoot! Fuck!
Jim
Get away
Beam
from me!
Bourbon, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Now let's. It was started in 1760 by Jacob Beam.
Archaeology again.
I'm going to show you guys on the camera. I don't mind showing my mug. You see, it's a Jim Beam, the bottle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm just reading off the bottle.
I have
Drinking off the bottle, just straight up.
I have a bottle of Jim Beam Presidential Edition bourbon.
Oh,
it's
fuck,
100.
that looks good, man.
Oh, fuck that! That looks nice.
Kill bacon. Don't.
The bottle was free, but the glass cost 27 euros.
Exactly. Don't.
Raven's gonna get stopped in a minute.
Man, I wish I was old enough to drink.
Don't dox yourself, guys.
Nice.
Don't dox yourselves. I can dox myself because you can't touch me.
I can dox myself.
I already did myself, but if you want to, but then again, everyone does dinner, so I feel awkward.
But yeah, I got a $180 bottle of Jim Beam.
Whoa! Wow!
I'm not sure if I want to open it yet.
No, don't. I have I bought a Jameson cask. What's that called? It's a new drink. They use beer casks to mature the whiskey, and I also have a Jameson. What's it called? My memory's going because I drank enough.
Well, I think we're back to drugs again.
Yeah, drugs.
Sort of.
I'm saving this. It's a
alcohol is the most accepted hard drugs in the world.
Yeah, technically. Well, I think it's also the culture as well. Here in America, when you go to bars, you're just gonna expect someone gonna fight you or something like that.
Dude, it's always the fucking. It's like been culture as soon as like people could make alcohol. It's always.
I mean,
Raven, what's apart from Tullamore Dew, what's the other whiskey that Ireland produces? Not Jameson or Tullamore Dew. I can't remember that.
I just said Kilbeggan here, but
no, not Kilbeggan. The other one. The other one.
Jameson.
Some with a G.
No, not Jameson. Not Tullamore Dew. The other one. Made in Northern Ireland.
Oh, I don't know. Can't remember.
Bushmills.
Oh, fucking Bushmills.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I have Bushmills single malt.
Oh, nice single malts.
Right. I'm waiting. I'm only going to open that bottle once I win Euro Millions. Ha!
Is that expensive?
So it's my great grandson's Harris.
Yeah, that's his fortune.
Drink, yeah. It's his. What he's gonna open it up.
Now, one of my favorite whiskeys. Have you ever had? It's a Japanese whiskey. Have you ever had Hibiki?
No, never even heard of it.
I've had Nikkei though.
I'd say that's great. Japanese is supposed to be great.
Oh, it's
Nikkei,
so fucking smooth. Oh.
It is. I know what you mean. I've drank Nikkei, Nikkie. I can get a hold of 3
that's a stock index. The Nikkei index.
No, it's similar to the stock index. Actually, yes. Which I find funny. They sell 3 types of where I get my supply, and it's the cheapest, not the cheapest one, or not the most expensive one. The middle one is the best one.
Is that the $90 one?
Well, I bought mine for 47 euros. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a question to get someone back on topic. Sorry if you wanted to.
Oh, no worries, man. Sure.
I was just going to ask, after the stream, pre and after stream, right? How would you guys feel about drug legalization there?
Drug legalization.
If abortion's legal, drugs should be legal.
Only marijuana.
Me too. I agree
only
with
that.
marijuana, personally.
I think that for hard drugs, it should only be illegal in certain areas where they can kind of monitor it. And the people who are really hurt, like really addicted to it, they have like a rehab place upstairs, like cocaine. God, I can't remember. Cocaine hotel, heroin hotel. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Methadone.
Yeah, something preferable to that, where they give them a space that, and then if they really want to get off it, they are right there to have help to help them out. Things like that.
I'm still just with the stance of mainly, well, just marijuana. I think would be the only.
Well, I would like everything to be legal to the point where research can be done with them. Again.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, need some experiment to it.
Research, just not with some heroin junkie in a back alley somewhere.
But those are the test subjects.
Heroin is already a pain medication.
Well, technically morphine, isn't it?
Yeah, but morphine can give you pretty gnarly headaches, and heroin apparently doesn't. Or something. I read something about that somewhere. Maybe it's just one guy.
LSD will that shit will fuck you up for life, seriously.
Well, wasn't LSD also used in certain treatments way back when?
I'm trying to think. I know the fella who discovered it basically just fucking tested it on himself.
I thought it was developed as a thing for pregnancy.
No, I think he just. I can't remember what it is now. I'm sure he discovered it one day. I can't remember how though. I think he ate like a dodgy mushroom or something by accident.
Oh god.
I can't quite remember. All I can remember is he basically was just in his fucking office and he just kept taking more and more of it, and he was like 50 like
LSD is pretty weird because it goes in micro dosages.
Yeah. It's
if you take a drop of LSD, you're dead.
Like 50. I've had 50 milligrams. That the first time I had it. Oof.
Was it 50 milligrams or 50 mics?
Oh, micrograms. I can't quite remember. Probably I wouldn't say micrograms rather. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, that sounds more likely.
Yeah, sorry. I just got me fucking metrics messed up. But no, that shit can have really bad psychological effects. That's why I don't go near it anymore. Sorry to put it down.
I also hear from a lot of friends that LSD is way more controllable than shrooms, for instance.
Yeah, it is a lot. Well, because it's just the acid that you get instead, whereas magic mushrooms can. Depends how you dry them out, I guess. You can get stronger doses in them, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's literally like being Alice in Wonderland. It's very.
It wouldn't surprise me if they used that to create the movie. And some of those movies, just like Dumbo, it's like, what the fuck were they smoking to come up with pink elephants on parade?
No. Right, what time is it?
It is almost time for me to
midnight.
stop the stream. So if you guys have anything interesting to say, now is the time to do it.
So we're going to the last words?
I think we're going to the last word.
The RG government building, when it was first painted, it was painted with pig's blood.
Oh,
You said something interesting.
Fair enough.
interesting.
Nice picture there, by the way, Real Raven.
Well, I was trying to share my game, but obviously it just ignores it, for fuck's sake.
Switch mine to windowed full mode in order to.
You had to do that.
All right.
I'm being a console peasant right now. Oh, shoot, where's my phone?
Well,
Sorry, that's my phone.
anyone have any last words to do? Because I mean, it's fun, but
well, I'm looking forward.
Is that better? Oh, now I got it. Yeah, shit, you should have told me earlier.
My final words is, as an archaeologist, today he has been my nirvana. Well, one of them. Oh God, new discoveries just blew my mind. I will be talking about them on Monday, 10 p.m. London time on my channel.
Nice.
And I hope to have, and I hope to have a good guest to help me. Well, not help me, just be my assistant type person. I hope he can come on.
I would have loved it. I would have loved it, but I have to work, so that's not me, unfortunately.
I know, man. Yeah, but well, I've already invited someone real low. You will be soon. No,
that's okay. That's okay. I'm not
man.
Moving up in the world.
I'm going to people who I know have some background in archaeology.
No, that's even better because that bores me to tears anyway. I'm sorry.
See,
archaeology is brilliant, though. It really is.
I know it's just not for everyone, right?
I need really tough questions. That's why I've chosen these initial ones.
That's cool.
Then, of course, I'm not going to die soon. So shit, I have the whole year. 2/18, 19, 20, 21.
Hey, let's keep it real. You could step off the curb tomorrow and bam.
I know that, but you guys see what I mean.
This is going to be my closing words. I can't wait to see in October when I flick on the news that Carlos has been killed in a London terrorist attack.
I hope, Tisha, I hope it reads while protecting his wife.
Yeah, most likely.
I will do that shit without even thinking.
I'd rather look at The Guardian and see that horrible sexist Portuguese man uses wife as human shield. That would be even funnier.
Oh God, that is awesome, man.
I would wait. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I'm a Celt, so I'm not actually very Portuguese-ish. The fucking olives from the south, you know.
You live in Portugal. That's enough for them.
Well, yeah, accidentally. Our first fucking king should have not gone north. He should have gone south. But that's another story. Yeah.
Anyone else?
Go on.
Subscribe to everyone here.
Except
Yeah.
Including me. I make no content.
Yeah, including the lazy cunt who don't
If you
do
like
anything.
oldies and shit, then,
Well, Tanuki, you need to do more work, mate. You only got, 2 videos?
I have 2 live streams. I don't really do content, but I do a podcast with a friend of mine.
Okay.
Nice.
that's not bad.
That's got like 30 subscribers so far.
I was considering
37.
something along those lines.
Can you drop that in the side chat for us, mate?
No,
I already did.
I put it down to the. It should be among the description of the screen.
To be honest, I'll probably just copy V and then just do all my fucking things.
Oh, I already subscribed. Okay.
Yeah, I've done that. Yep.
No, anyway, okay, so I'm going to finish this one then because no one else has any interesting thing to say. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in the description. Subscribe to them. Well, there's 10 people, obviously, because I'm number 10, or rather, I should have been number 1, but then again, I made this bloody thing, so fuck it. But yeah, subscribe to all of us. I hope you all had a good time. It was a fun chat. It was a fun topic thingy. If anyone has ideas for topics for next time, by all means, drop me a line. You can drop it under here, or you can drop it on Twitter. I am at Modwain. And we like to thank you all for joining us.
Yes, definitely.
Now, get the fuck out of here. We're leaving.
It's a nice